And of course, welcome back to another episode of Sin TV Now, where I bring you smart, intelligent news and the multicultural perspective in regards to pop culture. This is a very special episode. I am so excited because I had the chance of interviewing Paul June, who is in charge of marketing at Mobile Edge for the Core Gaming Backpack. And from looking at the Kickstarter for it, this seems to be a really nice backpack that balances for all types of gamers, whether you're a professional gamer or you're just that everyday gamer where you just want to have something where you feel that you could put a lot inside of it. But this backpack has very special and unique compartments, and it's something that, hey, when it gets released, I've got to get one of these backpacks because I always like supporting companies like Mobile Edge that really represents for all different types of gamers and just professional people. I always like companies that know how to balance and show support for all different types of audiences of their products. So I am so excited to present to you my interview with Paul June.
Hi, Peter.
Hey, how you doing, Paul? How are you?
Doing fine. How about yourself?
Yeah, I'm doing really well. Paul, thank you so much for taking the time to do this interview for the show today.
Absolutely. I was looking forward to it.
I am so excited about this backpack that I told like everybody about it. I'm like, guys, you gotta get this, because the fact that it has its own internalized power unit, I mean, who wouldn't want that, right?
You know what? I've been living and breathing this pack for going more than a year back when it was first discussed. And to finally watch it like come to life and be rocking on this Kickstarter program, it's exciting. I mean, I feel like my own blood is into it, and it's exciting watching it come to life. Kind of like one's own child.
It's so true. It's so true. I'm curious to know, how did the Core Backpack come to fruition?
Well, I tell you what, Mobile Edge has been around since 2002. So for over the last, I want to say, I can't even go back how many years. I want to say 15 years. They've been working with Alienware and helping produce a lot of their backpacks and messenger bags. Vindicator backpack is a very popular backpack that Mobile Edge helps produce and is designed and develop, as well as the Ranger backpack that's out there. So we've been involved in the gaming industry for a long time, very quietly on the sidelines. So this is our first venture going in and creating our own line, and that's where we looked at it and went, wait a minute, here's Alienware, here's Razer. Well, let's really kind of focus in on, let's take a step back and go, what do we want to do? And start talking to gamers and bringing them into the mix and going, you know what, design, functionality, how do they all come together? So that's kind of like the background behind it.
Yeah, because for me, I've had all different types of gaming type of backpacks and even like regular type of backpacks as well. And I'm sure that everybody wants to know, how is this particular backpack different than what is currently out on the market?
Well, think of it this way. So many times that someone goes and gets a think of anything that you do in life and you turn around and go, wow, I need a backpack. And you just go and pick a backpack off the shelf and you make it work. So, and you may look at it and go, one of the first things that comes to mind is, hey, the design looks good. I love this bag. And then you get home and go, well, is it going to fit my laptop? Well, you know what? I'm going to squeeze it in. I'm just going to make it happen. Well, why is our backpack one of the benefits, features? Why do I love it so much? Is not only did we take the time to think about the design behind it, but we also thought about the functionality and taking the time and going, okay, what pockets do we need? What are gamers bringing with them when they're sitting and doing PC console games, 4-on-4 team games, one-on-one games? What do people want? And then just sit back and listen and then build that functionality into it. So one of the things that we thought was really key that we were hearing from the design side of things was, integrating a power system into it. And it's not just a power system where someone goes, hey, let me go ahead and just go ahead and have power for my phone, but it was power for the laptop. So one of the things that was an add-on in our Kickstarter program is the Core Power Pack. And screaming deal, I think I put it on as an add-on at $125, and it's going to be retailing at $200. And here's a backpack. The backpack's going at $89 right now. It's going to be coming out at $129.99, $150. So the two of them, I mean, just screaming deals that are out there, and that functionality of how you take that power pack, how it goes inside and has its own special pocket, but then how it can connect to the laptop already in your bag. And then you also have another plug that you can take your cell phone, be it iPhone or Android OS system, and plug it in. And have it plugged in your hand, connected to your backpack, your laptop's charging all at the same time. What more can you ask for there?
That's the main thing I said to myself, because I've seen backpacks where it's only like exclusively charging like maybe your phone or maybe your handheld system, but to have something that is an all-in-one is truly impressive. And then you also were kind of, it really is, like you were also mentioning a little bit about eSports, and like considering that, you know, eSports is pretty much it's like the Olympics. And what I thought that was very interesting too is that you guys were, of course, not only marketing this backpack to the everyday, you know, gamer, everyday consumer, but what other emphasis of those particular features, like the Core Power Pack, do you feel is going to work for people in esports, where, you know, they constantly need some, you know, their mouse is dead, they have another one, you know, to back up. So how does this backpack work for that type of efficiency for anybody who's in esports?
I appreciate you asking that. It's one thing to hear it from me. We have a variety of testimonials online. One thing, went to the tournament recently. You know, I find I'm really nervous when I'm sitting down with a product I've worked so closely to, and that my team has worked so closely to, and you're sitting there and you're listening, getting feedback from designers. But it's one thing to walk in quietly to a tournament, sit down with a backpack next to you, and start having people approach you and talk to you about it. And you sit back and you listen to them talk about it. You listen talk about how they like the outside with the Velcro, how they could take their competition patches and put them on the outside, and to kind of brag about where they've been to, how the power system integrates, how the shoulder straps actually have shock-absorbing shoulder straps. I had one guy pull out his duffel bag and goes, wait a minute, I'm carrying this duffel bag, and I have a backpack on my back that really doesn't fit all my gear, and I got to take all this with me. It's got my snacks in it, it's got my fluids, and he's rattling off like 20 different things that he's packing in with him, including the largest size laptop that's out there. And all of a sudden he's going, are you kidding me? I can fit all my stuff in here. This is so much easier. And he puts it on his back. I think the testimonial is by a gentleman by the name of Chase. And he puts it on, and he's around 6 feet tall. And he's like, wow, and it's comfortable too. I mean, the mesh backing, the shock absorbing, how it really fits everything into it. I mean, gosh, you can end up having like 25 pounds in it. You're like, wow, and it's rugged. We back it by our lifetime warranty, satisfaction guarantee. So ever so often on Kickstarter, someone's like, will this fit this, or will it do this? I'm like, you know what? If you don't like it, we're looking at you for a customer for life. If you're not liking it, talk to me about it. We got Alienware, we got Razer, we have so much more, but we're so passionate about what we're doing with this backpack that want our customers satisfied, and we feel they're really digging.
Yeah, I mean, for me too. I mean, I've been gaming for many years, and I especially for me, I need something that has compartments, and I love the fact that you have like a compartment on the outside for your mouse, or for your audio player, or your iPhone or Android, or whatever you may be carrying. And then the fact that you have not only outer comfort support for the straps, because that's the key thing that I thought that was also interesting too, is that why do you think that these backpacks are making a comeback? Because like backpacks have been around, I mean, since, I mean, particularly, you know, the 80s and Starcade, and they were promoting those type of backpacks at this time. Why do you think that there's this kind of emergence of people wanting to have this type of product?
I think it's really that the market is starting to become more mature. Esports. First, people look at it and go, is it a trend? No, it's not. They're talking about having it be an Olympic sports, I think, in the 2028 Olympics. Esports is blowing up as you have, more than 300, I want to say it was like 300 million globally. You had around 3,600 events last year worldwide as well. You're showing prize money in the U.S. that I want to say is north of 90 million. The market is now being established where people recognize that it's just not a fad. So now it's about time that there is specialized equipment being made and dedicated to it. You'll find other people in the space, being it with Gunner Optics, Oculus, taking a look at companies such as Gamer Glove as well. Arenas popping up, eSports Arena in Santa Ana, in Las Vegas, new that are recognizing how big this industry is and where it's going, that it's just not a fad. So now as you look at backpacks, think of the evolution of a backpack. The first time someone made a backpack, I wonder what that would have looked like.
Right.
Okay. And then you take it and go, great, you know what? How do I integrate a cooling system into it? And all these different niches, how it goes into JanSport school bag, to a JanSport backpack, to Kelty, to a Targus bag, to a Belkin bag that are consumer electronic oriented, versus here we are at Mobile Edge, recognizing there is a need on the gaming side, and how we've been in the space with Alienware and Razer, and how we love those products, and now we're bringing our own product to line with the core backpack. And there will be other products underneath the core line as well. So we're excited about it. We're excited about that people are finally recognizing esports as being legit, and the people behind it. I mean, the talent of these gamers is amazing. So to me, I kind of want to say it's about time, power on.
Yeah, that's very true. I mean, I agree with you on that, because I've always, like, to me, I feel like people have always thought that gaming is something kind of like, it's just a form of entertainment that is novelty. So, you know, you play when it's convenient. But what people don't understand, and that's just from some of the research that I've done about esports, is that this is something where, and just like I'm sure, you know, your team can relate to this, is that you're putting a full dedication into this product, and you want to make sure that it's relating to all different types of demographics and all different types of audiences. So it's not just about, you know, playing games. It's about having accessories and having products that work for a whole variety of people, and even people who are just new to it, besides people in esports. And that's what I love about this backpack, is that versatility. So even if it's someone like me, if I'm not in esports, I can still use this product and get that same result as someone who is a professional gamer.
Absolutely. It's someone finally paying respect to the gamer and saying, you know what, we hear you. We're listening to what your needs are. As we develop a product, we really believe there's three components that need to come together. It's great design, meets functionality, and quality. When those three come together and you're really listening to that audience, listening to the gamer, which we believe we've done, and we deliver a great product based on that.
For sure. And I see here that the price of this backpack is $129.99. Now, is there going to be any type of special promotions for those people who participate in the Kickstarter?
Absolutely. We rolled out with an early bird special in the first part of the Kickstarter at $75. We just finished up with the early bird, and the price has jumped up to $89 at this time. Throughout the whole promotion, we have add-ons that are from power packs to different size power packs, to shirts, to T-shirts, selfie sticks, spinners, and tons of other little add-ons that we promote out there as well. But $89 for a backpack, that'll retail at $129.
For sure. And I see currently that the on Kickstarter here, you guys have about 19,621 of the 30,000 expected goal for this product. Now, why do you feel that us as, gamers or people that are interested in this type of product should support it?
Well, anytime a new product comes to life, how many times have you gone, gosh, I really wish someone would have made that product? Well, we're answering that call. We've heard it enough of someone going, why doesn't someone make a backpack that does this, holds a full-length keyboard inside of it, has 4 different pockets for the mouse, has my power system integrated inside of it, has what we call scan fast system, more TSA friendly, where it completely opens up flat, lays flat, so you have to pull your laptop out, run through airport security, smooth as can be, easily. So to me, I look at it and go, we're answering the bell. We've listened out there to the gamers and what they're looking for. Now we're looking for their support to help bring this product to fruition.
For sure, and you are very close.
Takes two to dance.
That is very, very true. My final question for you, considering that, you've been there, you've done that, Mobile Edge is such a wonderful team, and I've been looking through, your line of products. I saw that there were some, Mad Cats, headsets and things like that. So it's a 2-part question. First, what are some things that, if you can tell us, that will be kind of coming out that will kind of be helping with this type of innovation? And then on top of that, what advice would you give someone who wants to get into this industry? Because it's a very competitive industry, first off, and then secondly, you need to have really good team dynamic in order to have something like this come to fruition.
Okay. So I'm going to back up to the first question. If I heard you right, was, hey, what's on our roadmap? What's coming up in the future for core gaming? Did I hear you correctly?
That is correct.
Okay, so I keep it kind of quiet, so this is kind of between you and I.
Okay.
So, take a look at other carrying cases, ways to, portability, ways to take your gear with you. Now, keep in mind, when I talk to people about this bag, it's more than just gaming. It's your multi-purpose tech gadget bag. As I look at this bag, especially made for gaming, I also take a look at that gamer. Let's define and really talk about who they are. Is that person on the road? Is this person traveling around with a lot of gear with them? So that bag is more than just gaming. It's your tech bag that's out there. And it's your tech bag that has great design and functionality to it. So where do we go from here? What about messenger bags? What about other styles of backpacks? Maybe one that doesn't hold everything, one that's more customized for smaller items. What about, a bag that is just for holding all your cords and little accessories out there? What about additional power options that are out there that integrates with the bag? What about a mouse pad that's specially made around for the core line? That's just a taste. I'll stop right there.
All right.
Okay. The second question. What was this? I'm sorry. Refresh my memory.
Yes. It was in regards to advice of being in this type of industry, just because it's very competitive, and from what I noticed too, accessories are, they're coming out with the innovation of technology. So considering that, you've done this for a very long time, what advice would you give to newer people who may be interested in maybe, let's say, working with your company or kind of getting into this type of industry?
10,000 hours. was just having a conversation the other day, 2 days ago, while at eSports Arena in Santa Ana with their head of marketing, talking about how do you excel at anything in life. And really it's practice, practice, practice. How many hours are you putting into it? If this is something that you're serious about, take the time. Educate yourself. Talk to others that are in the industry. Understand where they've been. Wise is the person that learns from other people's mistakes. Have a balanced life. That means eating well. That means getting out and getting exercise, being mentally strong, and that's all part of that 10,000 hours. So, balanced life, having a routine, talking with others, networking, learning from others. That'd be my advice.
Yeah, that's so true. I tell people that because it's very easy when you game, you know, you're sitting down for long periods of time. And it's like you got to get up, you got to move, you got to eat some fresh fruit or something, you know, like you have to keep yourself integrated in life because I think that's a really good balance. I mean, although, like, you know, for professional gamers, there's a lot of commitment into understanding the logistics of the game. But I've noticed that for some people, and this is just my personal opinion, in this industry, they've had to make a lot of sacrifices that takes away from their mental health. And I really appreciate you saying that because I don't think that's something that people kind of consider in regards to doing this type of work.
Absolutely. I firmly believe if you don't have that balance of life, it's going to come bite you. And then, you know what, later on is one day you wake up and go, wow, I can't stand up. I'm tired. And if you're not taking care of yourself and having that balance of life, it's going to play out in the long run and hurt you.
That is very true.
So, a lot of people overlook that and just think that, hey, I'm gaming and that's all I'm going to focus, and they become one-dimensional. So take the time to step back from it. You can still help yourself on the gaming side by getting out there and talking to your peers, going to trade shows, going to competitions. But you also have your family around them. So don't ostracize your family because you're so focused on the gaming side.
Yeah, and that's very it's very, very easy to do. But Paul, I want to tell you thank you so much for coming on. I've learned so much. Like I never thought that. I was like, man, this backpack is like the Terminator of all backpacks. I mean, it's got USB 3.0 and all of these different features that I am still deciphering and learning. And definitely when that comes out, that's something definitely is going to be on my list of things to buy and review for sure, because it is a very impressive product, and the presentation and speaking to you really solidifies my belief in the product.
Well, thank you. I really appreciate you taking the time and taking a look at it. I mean, one of the challenges of running a Kickstarter is that we're not in production yet, and I literally went from having one sample and sending it from one person to another person to now I have 5 in the field and moving it forward and getting it out there. So when we do have one, I want to route it your way. I really appreciate you taking the time. And look at it this way, too, is we don't sit there and make a product and go, here it is. It's perfect. Products are always evolving. Your feedback, your users' feedback. We want to hear from them of what they like and dislike. And sometimes it's really the hardest thing to do is hear what someone dislikes. And to receive that information and go, you know what, if I listen to them, I'm going to be better for it. So, love to hear your users' feedback. Reach out to me anytime. If you have ideas, questions, I'd love to hear from you on it.
Yeah, absolutely. I definitely will be keeping in touch with you because I've been looking. I saw through your line of products, the rechargeable USB packs, like things like that. I've always been kind of interested in and learning more about it. And definitely, as the line grows, I definitely will be reviewing it just because, like, for me, I mean, I've tried hundreds of different headsets, controllers, you name it. And I just like that you guys have a simplicity of understanding for anybody to use your product. And I think that's what's important at the end of the day.
I appreciate that. Thank you. And I'll share that with my team as well.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much, Paul, for being on today. I always love interviewing people that you can tell that they're passionate and they have this ambition towards what they do. Once again, that was Paul June from Mobile Edge in regards to the Core Gaming Backpack. Now, for more information in regards to a little more in-depth information about the features of this backpack, check out their Kickstarter, which is kickstarter.com/460-657-203/core-gaming-backpack-buy-mobile-edge/description. So you know I will have that link below today's episode. And if you just want to learn more about Mobile Edge as a company, which I really suggest that you do, and check out their accessories, because although their accessories really have a lot of that professional gamer touch to them, like with some of their accessories, they do carry other accessories that appeal to everybody. So for more information in regards to them, check them out on Twitter at twitter.com/mobileedge. And of course, this week I have a lot more exciting things to talk about and awesome games to play like I always do. And of course, like I always say, remember to get smart and stay informed.